I'm Gina from the Metal Gods Meltdown, and I have with me Lips Cutler from ANVIL. Welcome. Thank you for this interview.
No problem.
Your new album, Impact is Imminent, is outstanding and is the band's 19th studio album to be released on May 20th.
Yep,
How
that's right.
much work, how much work of a progression is it from your previous work?
Well, everything happens for reasons, and you end up being put into situations that you didn't think you ever would be. But as it worked out, we were started out on the tour for Legal at Last. The album came out February 14th, 2020, and then we went on tour in March. So we had played a lot of the UK and stuff, and we got to about the 15th or 16th of March, and we found out we had to go home. So we went home.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the beginning of the beginnings of our tour, So here we are 2 years later, and but basically fundamentally happened is we came home from that tour and started writing this album.
Nice.
Back on a tour, you have to use your time constructively. So we got the record completely done, and in such a way that was slightly different than what we've done before. But I went to rehearsal every day and recorded all the songs at rehearsal with my little recorder, brought the music home, and put it into my computer, and used my computer to multi-track my vocals and learn where all my vocals go. And I could send those files to the producer, and he could listen to it and tell me what he thinks, and all sorted. So then we went and recorded the album. Done. We came back in October,
Yes.
and they're going, well, when is the album coming out? They're going, May. And it's like, the album isn't coming out till May. Wow. So October, November, December, January, February, March, April. Whoa. What are we going to do now? We wrote another album.
Nice.
So we're getting ahead of the curve. We're
Good.
not losing any momentum, so it's really great. It's just great. It's nothing gained, nothing lost. That's how I feel about it.
Yeah. My favorites are Wizard Swans and Lockdown. And yeah, amazing. I really enjoyed that one. Do you have a favorite on the album?
Probably Wizard's Wand, and Fire and Rain.
Yeah. Okay.
It's each song has its little thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's my favorite? And I don't even know if those are really favorites. They're just the ones that I kind of gravitate for, and I look forward to listening and hearing. Mm-hmm. I listen to the whole thing, but those particular, I want to hear Fire Rain. I like Fire Rain.
Yeah. The story of ANVIL is for sale on Amazon. Nice. I saw a little trailer,
right.
And it looks really cool.
Oh, okay. You mean the video, the movie?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it was a lot of work to make, I bet.
Pardon me?
I bet it was a lot of work to make the video.
What? The actual movie?
Yes.
Oh, it took years.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing it entirely.
Okay, where are you from?
Belgium.
You're from Belgium, right?
Yes. So I can order it on Amazon. It's no problem.
Yeah, we haven't. It's been a little while. Been about a year now, or 2 years now. So we're supposed to come back, and we will.
Yeah. If one of your songs could appear on a soundtrack or any film or cult TV series, which one would you choose and why?
Oh, probably the instrumentals.
Okay. Nothing with singing? No.
No, I couldn't see any of the other songs being.
Okay.
It's instrumental seems like would be the smartest thing to use, right? That's usually what that makes the best for soundtrack, doesn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, sometimes with the vocals it's also nice. Yeah.
Well,
If you could,
it's just that I kind of think of instrumentals as almost like theme songs for shows.
mhm.
Okay, like when you think about the for me when I think about the '60s, I think about the Mod Squad,
Oh yeah.
or Hawaii Five O.
Mhm.
There's no singing.
No, that's true.
It's just that's how I kind of think of what instrumentals are. That
Okay.
that's my that's I love them.
If you could do a collaboration with any band or musician, who would it be?
I'd love to do something with Uncle Ted Nugent.
Oh, that would be something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That,
Um.
rock and roll, man.
Yeah. Pure rock and roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um. How do you handle frequent travels and being away from home for long periods of time?
I don't know that it's I'm able to do it now, and it's working out that I can do it,
Hmm.
and I'm at a point in my life that it's easier to get away with.
Yeah.
So what happens is if the period of time is too long, my wife comes and visits me.
Oh, that's nice.
Right? And
Yeah.
it's just as simple as that.
Yeah. Okay.
As far as my son is concerned, it's not necessary for him to come and visit me. He's too busy doing his own life. You know?
Well, it would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've done that too, and I take the time to do things like that too. I just went with my wife and my son to London for a week,
Uh-huh.
so I do that. I make sure that I do things like that so that I can say that I did
Yeah.
it.
Well, we're a little older than the younger generation, so we know what we have, and yeah,
Yeah, time is running out, so you got to do everything while you can.
yeah, that's true.
And well, that's exactly the philosophy. I had a week off. I'm going to go out on tour for probably 7 months. When am I going to see my wife and my son?
Yeah.
Not. So I thought, well, I'm going to go away for a week. How about that? You're right. So how do you deal with it? You ask me how you deal with it. That's how you deal with
Very good.
it. You have
Yeah.
to. If you
Um.
care, right?
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. Can you remember the first time you ever played live and how it felt to have people watching you?
Yeah, but it's not a good memory. it's, it's good and bad. I played at a school sort of play where your class gets up and they do a play
Yeah.
and parents' night. So I played guitar in this little segment, and what happened was um, they were trying to cut my part
Whoa.
after we rehearsed and rehearsed. Let's just cut him out.
Oh no, that's not good.
Like after all the practice and everything, we're gonna cut you out.
Oh, that must have been terrible.
Oh, so I flipped out,
Yeah, of course.
flipped out, and you're not gonna believe this. The teacher took me down to the principal's office and gave me a strap.
Whoa.
And they're the ones that fucked me over. Right?
But you got there.
At the end of the day, I played.
Uh-huh.
That's what ended up happening. I played with a sore hand, but I played.
And could you hear it? That you had a sore?
Everything went fine.
Okay.
But the whole lead up to it, when the lady goes, I'm going to cut your part, and I went, fuck off.
Oh.
She goes, you're going to the principal's office. And
Yeah.
I'm in trouble for being, you were talking about grade 6.
Mm-hmm.
But an 11 or 12-year-old, right?
Uh-huh.
You know, did I have a temper when I was 11 or 12? Yes, I did.
Yeah, so does many.
Yeah, so that was my first concert.
Okay. How do you energize the audience?
Pardon me?
How do you energize the audience?
Hopefully by me being there and the music. I don't know how else.
Yeah, of course. But I have to ask it.
I really don't. That's the only answer I can give. I don't know what to say.
The expressions on your faces.
Yeah, I think that the moment of beginning a show, and I usually jump off the stage and run around in the crowd. I think that's a really that's a special thing that you do. Hi, we're all here together. Let's have a good time.
Yeah.
And there's nothing like that. That's how you energize an audience.
That's true. Yeah, that's what I meant. What are your interests outside of music?
Problem is there isn't.
Nothing else but music?
Pretty much, I'd probably say no.
Yeah?
I'm being honest about it. Anything that personally takes up my time. No, I haven't done anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, I did bicycle ride for quite a number of years. I did a lot of that, but aside from that, it's an overwhelming job what I have.
Yeah. It takes a lot of practice.
It takes everything, and I haven't got time for anything else, really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't really want to make time for anything else. Who the hell needs that? It's not just guitar playing I have to worry about. It's what's the words for the song and how do you sing it?
Yeah.
What about that? It's not just guitar playing.
Yeah.
I'm not just a singer when I don't have to worry about guitar playing. I'm two people's jobs.
Yeah.
And not only that I do two people's jobs, I write the songs as well.
Well, three people's jobs then.
Ultimately, yeah. It's like,
wow.
But three, yes. Absolutely. I wrote all the music and arranged it all before I get to rehearsal. Who wrote the music? I don't know. Don't ask me. It didn't appear on that tape without me.
Yeah. What's the story behind the band name?
It started out as Lips.
Mm-hmm.
And we went from 1977 through to 1981, just before they put out the first album. They changed our name, and we were just asked, change it to something relevant that people would be able to relate to, and the music that you're going to be doing. And at that particular day and time, no one had names. Heavy metal was a completely brand new thing.
Okay.
So Rob, we had called the album Lips Hard and Heavy, and so Rob all of a sudden thought, well, Anvil fits with the album title Hard and Heavy, so what the hell? It's Anvil. So we all went, yeah, that's a great idea, and then the record company went crazy. Greatest thing you'd ever heard.
Yeah.
So away we go. And that's what we've been ever since.
Good.
And the first show that we ever went out as ANVIL was opening for Motorhead.
Wow.
When we released our first album.
Yeah.
Double show. Awesome.
Yeah, I bet it was. Is there any style of music that you don't like?
Is there any kind of music that I don't like? Oh, lots. And there's a lot of music that I do like, but what do people want to know what I don't like? It's easier to talk about what I do like. The only thing new anything relevant that's new that I have an appreciation for, and people might think I'm crazy, and it's not about anything but the actual talent, is Lady Gaga.
Ah, okay.
That's about, for these days, I probably have more respect for some of the, even Taylor Swift for that matter. These are musicians musician singers.
Yeah.
That are phenomenal songwriters that have pleased the masses. I mean, as far as what musicians and singers and whatnot want to aspire to, can't get bigger or you can't get more successful in regards to that. It's phenomenal. But aside from that, talking about what I appreciate, I talk about. Okay, that person can sing. I can hear a character. I can hear a character in that person's voice, and whether it's a woman or whether it's a guy, that the character that is not only and sometimes character is just character in the sense that the lack of precision is what you're loving.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying is this is through all music. All music is like this. And there is only two kinds of music for everything, and it's music I like, music I don't like. There is no heavy metal, country and western, this, that, or the other. I don't give a shit what it's called. I listen to it. Ooh, what was that? Oh, that's interesting. I like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's more like that makes more sense, right? And that's the way everybody should be, and most people are, but there are people that are very close-minded and I don't like I don't like this, I don't like that. But I'm just saying that as far as music appreciation is concerned, what she is capable of actually doing is such a broad scope.
Yeah.
Such a broad scope, right? And I think that's what's so phenomenal. She can do rock stuff in a heartbeat
Yeah.
and do massive hit songs and really hard rock too. Easy. Anything she want to do, she can do it. That's how universal that voice is, to the point where, okay, now she does a duets with Tony Bennett. Well, how good do you have to be to sing with Tony Bennett? We're talking about a precision singer from the past. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
That's the vocals of gold. You better be adding something that's worthy. You know, that's honestly how, and that's what I mean appreciation. I'm talking about Tony Bennett, and I'm referring it to a voice of gold because it is.
Yeah.
People have aspired to that, to try to get to that level a lifetime and never, ever, 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 ever get there. There's some people that have such a natural, beautiful ability to sing and have a perfect character in the voice. Love to hear that voice. That's what I mean. Character. It's the certain tonal quality. It's not the notes. It's the tonal quality, the character. Amazing. That's what it all is. That's what all popular or unpopular. It's whatever It's Lemmy sounded like Lemmy and only Lemmy, and that was a character. Of course, it's in tune. It wouldn't. It's not a matter of being in tune. It was the tone.
Yes, right. Well, tell me why we should check out Anvil live.
Uh,
Mhm.
because it's probably the best aspect. You can see us, and I mean, you can listen to us all you want, but there's nothing like the real thing,
Yeah,
really.
yeah, that's true.
It's just the way it is. The real element when Anvil is being Anvil, when we're on stage, that's the moment when you are what you are,
Yeah.
and and it's great to actually witness it and to be there because it's the same that same spirit is being is
Mhm.
present in the room, not only visually but sonically. It's a great feeling, and that's with any band. But I'm just saying that that's why you have to live it and love it.
Yeah. Do you have some final words for your fans and our listeners?
Just that I'm looking forward to it. You know, I'm looking forward to the tour that begins in October, and we'll be playing all the way through till Christmas time. I think we do have a show or two in Belgium, so I hope to see everybody, especially my good friends from Elst.
Ah, from Al?
Yeah, we have quite a few friends in Elst. So
Mm.
anyway, that's get into a big long discussion
No,
about
no, no. Is it Hiro and Isabel?
well the Negasonic.
Ah, okay. Because I have some friends that lived in Alt that do backstage and podium, so I thought it could be that.
Well, um, I can if I started thinking about all the people that we know there,
Yeah, I know.
it's really
For us,
difficult.
for us, it's easier to recognize you.
Yeah, but yeah, no, but I mean, there are people I can say their first name, but what's that going to mean to you? You're not going to know who I'm
Nothing, nothing.
saying.
Well, let's thank you so much for this interview. I really enjoyed it, and maybe we see each other soon.
Okay, you take
Okay,
care.
bye. Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
I'm being full of something I can't see. No shape by an entity.